probably above low, but Freeman with 2 strikes couldn't afford to take it and hooks it down into the right field corner.
So a 2-out double, and here's the cleanup hitter, the catcher Will Smith, who went 1 for 3 with an RBI single last night. Now to play off to the right.
Everybody knows Kevin Gausman's very aggressive, and there's going to be a lot of first pitch swings in this game tonight against Gausman. He likes to get ahead, whether it's with the fastball, splitter, or the slider. He'll throw all 3.
Coming into this outing tonight, 4 appearances in the postseason, 3 starts, and then that 1 inning, the 7th inning in Game 7 of the LCS. Up the middle, it's a base hit for Smith. Freeman will come around to score, and the Dodgers have an early run on the board.
Yeah, the Dodgers scored the first run in the 2nd inning last night. They added a 2nd run in the 3rd inning and took a 2-0 lead. Freddie Freeman had a terrific at bat, a 2-out, 2-strike double into the corner, and that looked like a slider that Will Smith was able to stay on. Drives it right back up the middle, and with 2 outs, Freddie Freeman's going to score easily.
They're hitting some pretty good pitches. I mean, the splitter to Freeman was down, and that slider to Smith was off the corner and pretty far down in the zone, but they didn't get here by accident either. They've had a great year. They've got great hitters. 1-0 LA early, and here's Teoscar Hernandez, who went 0 for 3 with a walk last night.
Those two swings by Freeman and Smith tell me Kevin has to change his level and pitch up more. They're staying down on his slider and his splitter. He's got to throw fastballs to the top of the strike zone.
For LA before Gausman gets Hernandez to finish it off.
You know where the Blue Jays are from. But pride doesn't stop at city limits. It goes beyond. Finding home in more than a city. It takes root in a whole nation. Because home isn't just a point on a map. It's a feeling in our hearts. And right now, this pride can be felt from coast to coast to coast. Now that we've made it this far, it's time to bring it home.
Intact Insurance.
I borrowed my mom's car and scratched it pretty bad. She's gonna be so mad.
Don't worry, we'll take care of it.
The insurer that offers its clients the largest auto service center network in the country.
Thanks for helping me out.
That's Intact.
What if a tool wasn't built for a job, but for every job? We ask what if, so there's no question what you can do. Now get 0%
Bottom of the first, and of course it's going to be George Springer wearing the Hartford Whalers batting gloves again. He will get it all started for the Blue Jays, as always, here tonight. As we take a look at John Schneider's lineup, again, no Bo Bichette in there tonight, but there is Addison Barger. Remember, Barger didn't even start last night because a lefty was on the mound for the Dodgers, but of course he is in there tonight. The first ever pinch hit grand slam in World Series history. Nathan Lucas is starting again tonight, or is back in there as a starter tonight with a righty on the mound, and it's Isaiah Kiner-Falefa in there at second base with no Bichette in the lineup. Yoshinobu Yamamoto in his second year in the big leagues, an all-star this year for the Dodgers, and another very, very good pitcher.
He's outstanding. He was the opening day starter for the Dodgers in Japan against the Chicago Cubs way back on March 18th. He had such a great start to the season. He was the National League Pitcher of the Month in March and April. He's got 6 different pitches that he will use an awful lot, but his weapon, just like Gausman, is that wicked split-finger fastball.
And that looked like it was it right there, and it's at 92. It's a hard splitter. We could say this in every game this series. The Blue Jays have a real challenge on their hands. The curveball under.
Against Milwaukee through a complete game. It was the first complete game in the postseason since Justin Verlander in 2017. And he threw 111 pitches and 81 strikes. He was in the zone a lot. Another good splitter there, and you can see it's a lot harder than Kevin Gausman's split finger pitch. Dave Roberts told us before the game, he said Yamamoto's got a lot of weapons to get you out. He says the only concern I have, if he starts to lose that split finger to the arm He's got 6 pitches that he will lean on, and that curveball is an effective pitch for him as well. He threw 27 curveballs against the Brewers in that complete game, the last start he made.
That's the first down, and now here's Alejandro Kirk. Who had a great night last night. Kirk went 3 for 3 with a home run, 2 singles, and also drew a walk. Had 4 great plate appearances.
He's the 25th catcher to reach base 4 times in a World Series game.
From Yamamoto outside, ball 2.
The note that really got me was he's just the 4th catcher to reach base 4 times in a game 1 of the World Series. And the first since '77 when Thurman Munson got on base 4
A great player, a guy you competed against many, many times back in your playing days. Fouled off, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, anytime you're mentioned in the same sentence with Thurman Munson, you've done some good things.
And Kirk did some good things last night. Remember, he had 3 home runs in the last 2 games of the regular season. And now he has added 4 home runs already in the postseason. And now Adrian Johnson is telling Yamamoto, you can't come set until Kirk is set in the box. The hitter has to be set in the box, looking at the pitcher before the clock gets down to 8. Splitters down. Varsho had exceptional numbers this year against off-speed pitches, change-ups and splitters down in the zone. Fastball in, 2-0.
Yeah, that was a real good fastball. That's better than average fastball for him. He threw it 98 miles an hour, just missed the inside.
He averaged 95.4 during the regular season. So he's tries a split. It's 3-0. Do you give Varsho the green light here?
Yeah, I would. I mean, he's pretty selective, and if he sees something down in the zone, obviously he can put a charge in it. Dong, he's got 10 RBIs in this postseason. He's gotten some big hits.
And a low strike call, 3-1. Threw him a 3-0 splitter.
Yeah, he was taken all the way.
Yamamoto trying to pitch out of a jam here in the first inning. Fouled back, and it's full.
Now there he went to Dong's weakness at up fastball. He got it in a pretty good spot. It was 96. He's got a good fastball there in this game.
Springer started it with a double. Lucas with a base to move Springer to third. Yamamoto retired the next 2, and now it's full on Varsho. Lucas will be running from first. Here's the 3-2, and it's a curveball that froze him for strike 3 called. And the Blue Jays come up empty. They get the first 2 men on here in the bottom of the first, but Yamamoto pitches out of it.
If you could just sign the bottom. Great. Here as well.
What's this?
It's just for practice signatures, you know.
Okay.
One more here. Just like one more.
Why would I sign an empty picture frame?
No reason.
Whether there was a small part of him that felt
like John Schneider and company are kind of managing this on a game-to-game basis.
Yeah, I think it was a plan going in, and they didn't want to push him to start back-to-back games after not playing since early September.
Max Muncy leads it off in the second for the Dodgers. The third baseman for LA went 1 for 4 last night and has 3 career home runs off Kevin Gausman in 18 at-bats. Fastball that he hits high in the air to shallow left. You could hear Lucas calling off Clement and Jimenez. He makes the catch, 1 down.
When Gausman walked in from the bullpen, he locked in on the Dodgers dugout. I mean, he was stone-faced, had his game face on, and he was walking in looking straight into that dugout. Of course, play a couple of years with the Giants, and you understand what that rivalry is. One of the best in baseball, going all the way back to New York when they were both in New York.
Here's Kike Hernandez, the number 7 hitter. Fastball, and it's 0-1. Hernandez has not had any fun against Gausman. He is 1 for 14 with 7 strikeouts against him in his career. So a couple of guys who have done well against Gausman and a couple of guys who Gausman out. It'll be Kiner for Lethal. Vladdy never makes it easy on us. He's just messing around. He knew IKF was getting it, but he just wants to be part of the fun. 2 down.
He does have fun. You know, it's the World Series. He's always having fun when he's on the field. He camped under it like he was going to make the catch. And watch how long he stares up there after IKF caught it.
So just like in the first inning, Gausman retires the first 2 here in the second. And here's Tommy Edman. Remember, Edman, a switch hitter, hit right-handed against Trey Savage last night, wanting to kind of neutralize his splitter a little bit, but Bucky's coming up from the left side against Kevin Gausman, even though Gausman has a splitter as well.
I think that's the difference in the 2 splitters. The Savage splitters, when it's good, goes away from left-handed hitters, and they wanted to take that away from him last night. Gausman's is different, as we mentioned earlier.
Savage battled through 4, allowed 2 runs, even though he clearly did not have his best stuff. And you know, one of the forgotten moments, second inning, bases loaded, 2 outs, and he gets Shohei Ohtani to ground out. That could have been a huge swing in the ball game if Ohtani comes up with a hit.
It was already 2-0 at that point, and he was able to get Ohtani to retire the side and leave the bases loaded.
3-0 now on Edman. Boy, if you're Gausman, you'd love to get Edman and start the next inning against the number 9 hitter, Andy Pages. If you don't get Edman, Pages comes up now, and they turn the lineup over beginning next inning. Down the middle, 3-1. Fastball down the middle. This one fouled back, and it's full.
Now, Kevin knows when you can be aggressive to these hitters and when you have to be cautious and make borderline pitches. But right there, he fell behind 3-0, came back with 2 fastballs right down the middle.